What's going on, guys? Just give me a second to set everything up. Plug in the phone. Alright, go to the game. Alright, that's all plugged in. Cast. Activate, there we go. Alright. Now live.
What's going on, guys? Kage here.
Okay. So if I go there, share, Discord, at TLON, alright. Now let's open it so I can see the chat and such. Okay, now I can see the chat and everything, and we're good to go. What's going on, guys? As I said on my Discord the other day, been working some crazy hours this week, so there was no video yesterday or this morning. I apologize. So today I'm just going to stream all my dailies and stuff. I literally slept all day. It's about 7 p.m. now in game. So in about 30 minutes we're going to have guild bath and stuff like that. I'm going to get all my dailies done pretty quickly. Answer any questions you guys have. 7 people so far. What's going on, people? So I'm still in the process of waking up and such. Alright. Let's see what we got. Do 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 do. How's everyone's new year going? We're a little over halfway into January. And remember, this is the new account. Additional claims. What's going on, Timax and Cashmonix? Alright, those are done. Going on this. Oh, that's a cool background. I like it. Do 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 do. Done. T-Max. Untis, what's going on? And what I like to do when I'm doing these things is if you click your face in the top left, you can actually go to your bag, open either your packs or anything that you need to do, mess with stuff while it's doing this. I like to do this when I do Dragon a lot. Untis, if you need me to carry you with any daily stuff, go ahead and log in and I'll invite you. Do 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 do. On my way. Alright, get this dead. And then the waves. It's me, Berserk, Mechanic User. Yeah. What I'm going to talk about a little bit later on, after Top League and everything's done, we're going to talk about new class. What server? Along 13? NA 188. We're going to talk about new class. Because I've got several questions on the Discord and on YouTube about rumors about a new class coming, and I got some information to talk about that. Hey Volks, what's going on, guy? Oh, like I said, my the schedule over there I can't really hang with. But feel free to send me a message if you want to talk about anything. New Top League? The changes to Top League and stuff on Global is going to be next week. And no, Kushimatics, there is no new class coming in the near future, but we know a lot of what the options are and a time frame, which I'll talk about later on in the stream. There are 4 possibilities. We will go do this. There's 4 possibilities. We'll talk about them later on in the stream. Alright. Yeah, like, Volks, it would be, what, 2 hours, so 9 p.m. over there right now? A little late for me. Okay. They're doing miasma. I'm going to target her so I know when they're done. Actually, if you guys check the description of the video towards the bottom, there's hyperlinks to each of the classes I'm going to be talking about. It's from when we did voting for Ninja. There were 5 options in total, a mix of the ones that we had options for during Lancer and ones that were added during Ninja, and all of those are on there. Now, when the voting happens for whatever class is going to happen this year, they will probably have those 4 options, as well as probably make 1 or 2 new options. There we go, they're done. Let's see, anything happening on the Discord? Just trying to keep up to date with everything. Nothing there. Alright. I'm stuck singing a anime intro song. It sucks that you have to leave there. Yeah. Along, I'm not doing this Thunder Roar because I just woke up. I'm going to do the second round at 9 p.m. so I have time to get my dailies and stuff done. You T-Max. They're better at different things. I just like Dragon Fighter. I like looking at it when it is on auto and does its abilities. I think it's the coolest looking class in the game. So whenever I'm messing around, I like to use Dragon Fighter. Dragon Fighter primarily just has ways to like get out of CC and stuff, and Dragon Knight has a bigger one-shot potential. And this is what's important, guys. You always get away from the portal, so people know it's open. We got 10 people. What's going on, guys? I know this stream kind of came out of nowhere. It's just I promised you guys one yesterday, but I fell asleep, so here we are today. Yeah, T-Max, that's the general build for Dragon Knight, because the top two left ones aren't very great for PvP. So if you're going to do Dragon Knight, that's the build that you should be going towards. Let's see, start this. Changes for the league will work and improve the game. So there's some problems with the wording. The fake HP will be a slight nerf to the tank players. But besides that, it should be largely the same. As far as the other changes, the matchmaking and stuff, I just need to see how they're doing the differences. From the wording, it sounds good, but we have to see how it plays out, right? But Alung, you asked what server I'm on. What server are you on, Alung? Alung 13. Alright, one more wave. There is no best class combination for top league, T-Max. It all depends on what your team is and what you're fighting against. There's a lot going into that. There's 6 players on the board, right? So there is no one clear best. Death of Water Echo. Water is currently doing pretty fine. Water's doing pretty good, actually. But not until the late tiers. Really, Wind and Earth are the ones that are struggling the most. For PvP, Fire is actually the worst. But it's the top for PvE. So there's kind of a balance there, right? Okay, make my swap. Using what in Thunder Roar? Water. The weird thing is, Thunder Roar is a pretty specific game mode, because you want to kill as fast as possible, and water doesn't really do that unless you're specifically Gladiator and getting a lot of attack power from it. But ideally, in that particular game mode, Earth might be the best. You stack it up the quickest. They have the most innate stuns of the 4 elements, and you're able to get the kills as quickly as possible. And then ideally you would swap to fire for the boss portion. Alright, get my swap. But in something like Top League, water does really well. It's hard to kill. It ends up out healing a lot of the stuff going on. Even if they have anti-heal going on, it's possible to heal more than the damage coming in. Water Echo also has a good amount of protection rate and stuff like that, so it's pretty good. I don't know what the 72 over 5,000 means. But like I said, Water Glad does get hurt specifically in Top League. Just because of the HP change. Because it's actually going to be a lot easier for them to... it's going to be tough for them to... because you're at a lower HP, it's easier to get under 60% for a Holy Echo Burst. Oh, I swapped too soon. When T-Max, Holy is going to be in most situations the best option for PvP. But not everyone can afford to do that, right? I need a third person team matchup. See if I can get someone. There we go. 6, go there. But wind and earth are both pretty balanced. Earth has more stuns. Their fairies themselves do more. Yeah, like I said, Holy is going to be the best for PvP, but it costs a lot. And on my Discord or here on the YouTube channel, I do have a tier list for PvP and PvE, as well as cheat sheet guides that'll get you into it for builds and such. $18 people. We're climbing, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. Like I said, this was a stream that I didn't think I was going to do. I just woke up and said, hey, I got a little bit before guild activities. Let's do it up. And like I said towards the beginning, I'm also going to talk about the next class coming to Legends of Neverland. And see what we think as a group. Because we have 4 classes that we already know are options. Challenge. I remember what you say. Wind Echo. No. I said for Berserker. It's really good for Berserker. T-Max. Oh, Jimmy. I know exactly who you are. And congratulations for 15 million today. At least on global, be the first 15 million player. But I was told that KR person also hit 15 million as well. So I'll have to check to see how that's going. I didn't check at all. I've had like 4 different people message me saying, "Hey, did you see 15 million?" And I'm like, I knew it was around the corner. Daimon, yes, new class, but it's not going to be till later on in the year. T-Max Berserker is still kind of sucks in the game, but its best build is Wind, in my opinion. Earth is actually pretty good as well, because the Earth one was added after I made that statement with the Birds of Paradise. They're both really good on Berserker, but they're still one of the weakest classes in the game. I'm glad to see you stop by, Jimmy. This is my account on the server that I made for 2025. So still kind of low level, but some interesting new stuff they put for new players now. I figured you would be busy with still, I think it's next week, right? Or is it this week and that's the Chinese New Year? I get the dates a little bit mixed up. Okay. Kill all the little stuff. Next week. Alright, one more madness. Best core. Exelon. That's not how you build. It's kind of counterintuitive, because you would imagine, hey, they are fairy cores and fairy wills. They should depend on the fairy, right? Not really. It's think of them as like extra class advancements, extra skills you have for your class, but they're just in a different spot, is the best way to really look at it. You want to think about your entire build holistically, right? So I think the only one that I would say is kind of mandatory is Slaughter, because it does a bunch of damage when they're lower HP. But then again, if you want to build a super tank, then you're not going to want to use that. You want to do all the tanky ones. I could tell you Break Free is a great will generation, but if you don't have crit, then it's not going to do anything for you. Could tell you Super Strength is really good, gives you a bunch of attack, but if you don't have a lot of HP, it's not going to do much for you. So it depends on your entire build. I think that's it for those dailies. Boom. Alright. Change formation. Bam. That's good. Arena. See who's attacked me. One person. Do. Oh, man. I'm just there's a manhwa I've been really enjoying, and they have an anime version of it now. Well, yeah, an anime version of it now, and I've just been singing the opening theme over and over in my head, called Battle Through the Heavens. Chinese manhwa. And you see, Keshamonics, that would be fine if you have a bunch of crit and a bunch of HP. Which I doubt you're building both at the same time, right? Do. This will be my last one. Alright. Collect everything. Accept. Alright, enhance. And that's only specifically if you want to build a crit. Forge and mine. A good rule of thumb for when you do your guild quests, each of them will be do a certain thing 10 times. And it'll be kind of an upshoot if it's one or two of them. So either you're mining or whatever 10 and then like capture 10. If you're doing that, do exactly 10 and 10. That's fine. However, if you're only doing one, then 12 is the optimal one, because that will put you at a correct number so that you can go fishing for the rest of it. Because if we look at the green in the top right hand corner, 8, 9, and then 10, 50, and it's 20 per fishing. So that's not the correct amount. You want it to be 1140. Not friendly for crit players. You mean with the HP change for Top League, Jimmy? And I actually don't suggest crit build for most people. Only for particular classes that need to be critting a lot. Alright, got the quest. Let's check out, collect everything there. Arena's done. We did that. We got a fish, but I'll do that later. We'll dance real quick. And while we are dancing, open up all my packages. Alright. Yep, that's a fine bonus. Have I already ascended that? Yes, I have. Then sure. Don't care about that. And this is an option that will come up to a lot of people, right? You will see my stats on the left, and then you'll see, oh, HP with a star on it. That will give me more stats, right? So if I click it, it'll show up next to protection rate. It'll show I'll get 340 CP. My HP will be higher, but I'll be missing protection rate. This is a bad trade-off in my opinion. As a rule of thumb, you kind of want your percent stats more than anything else. And then whatever you're building towards, secondary, then anything else that you get, go ahead and grab it. This would be a bad upgrade for me. Even if I put it in break or crit, this would be a bad upgrade unless I want to totally skip on one. If I wanted to skip on crit, I could put HP in, it would be a fine upgrade, but that's not what I'm doing with my current build. Collect everything. Bam. Open those. Not sure. Tenacity block damage reduction. Yeah. And also anyone that builds a block recovery, that's kind of a trap stat in my opinion, because the percentages are so low that you would have to take such a huge amount of damage for it to heal you any noticeable amount of HP, but it's not going to really help you. So you do want high block, you do want high block damage reduction for definitely these endgame players and definitely defensive players, but block damage heal or whatever it's called again, block damage recovery is a trap. Definitely a trap stat. I'm going to stick with Gladiator Priest with water. And different playstyles don't work for everyone, right? Like, if you just click all the Blazing Owl abilities, it's easy for someone to literally walk in a circle and dodge every ability you throw at them. But if you time it right and you have a good secondary class to back it up, it can do a lot of great things. Okay, we're done with dancing. Alright, let's see what we got. All that's done. I'll do the fake cards in a bit. Skills are good for now. I'll deal with crystals whenever I want later. Upgrade these. Right now, I'm just trying to rush for 777 so I can have good secondary bonuses. Alright, Jimmy, have a good one, man. Glad that you stopped by. Rushing for 777 on these so I can have my great secondary effects like Holy Spirit Shield right there, Flower Barrier, and When Following Shadow are great bonuses until I build out a bit better. So I just need two others. Alright, let's do the story missions real quick, and then in 2 minutes will be bath time. Oh, was there an issue? No, we're good. Alright. Do the message. And I'm kind of set up now. If you look at my war inscriptions, I have my fishing, guild war, and assist on. So I'm doing a bunch of them, getting them done. Yeah, I'm in the mountains, snow mountains. Okay, done with that. Oh, I remember this story quest. It's a funny one. And then once Bath starts, I'll pull up the 4 classes and we can talk about them. So in 1 minute. Once it starts, I'll bring up the classes and we can talk about them. Let me work on that now. Okay, here's the link there. Okay. Alright, that's still there. Alright, Bath has started. Go to Bath. Put those in. I'll bring up the guild chat so I can see it. But for you guys, let me make sure you can see. Alright, come here. That off. Turn that there. Bam. Alright. So there's 5 classes. One of them, which was ninja, so we're going to skip that one. Not everyone has been around for super long, so you may not remember some of these. Physician. This is the one that I wanted the most. Ranged support. First spec, so like left side, right side. Left side healer. Right side toxicologist, which is damage over time and self-healing. So either a full support, you're healing everyone, or damage over time, heal yourself. So tanky damage over time dealer is something that I really wanted. And you could also build into the full healer type. Healing self and teammates. Healing teammates, the healer provides additional beneficial effects. Valuable asset to the team. Seasoned healer significantly enhances their abilities, effectively increasing the survival rate. It'll be interesting if it ends up being like I heal you, and because I healed you, now you have higher tenacity, or something like that would be interesting. And then specialization 2, toxicologist. In-depth understanding of various toxins. Toxicologist inflicts damage on enemies while restoring HP. Proficient toxicologist excels in both damage output and survival during solo combat scenarios. And then it has it in other languages as well. So, great support option. And a great tanky damage over time option, which would be great in something like Burning Soul Battle. So if I come over here, Knight, the Knight. And it's hilarious because this seems exactly like the symbol from Final Fantasy XIV. Melee support, Judgment Knight, which is a tank, and then it can do a little bit of stuff like some CC or whatnot. Rudis, I understand what your name's from, Rudius. But these are the ones that we're going to be able to vote on later on in the year. They will probably add 1 or 2 more for us to vote on. And then there's a class characteristics, which is what they're all about. And then the speculation paths, specialization paths. Possesses holy light energy, can choose whether to use energy to boost teammates or get punitive measures against enemies. I'm guessing this part is about like stuns and such. Or stun, slow, something like that. Spec 1, Forsaking Holy Light Energy, Judgment Knight. This is more of like a ignoring the holy aspect of the paladin and going more towards the sword and board is what this Spec 1 is like. Rich combat experience, also able to utilize his rich combat experience. Rich combat experience, utilize rich combat experience. That's funny. 3? To deal effective blows to the enemy and to keep control of the battlefield. Seasoned Judgment Knight is versatile member of the team, capable of handling various scenarios. It sounds like you have a lot of options here. Probably very similar to Wind Chaser, where you have one ability. Wind Chaser has its second ability, which whatever ability you use before it changes how it acts. If you use the first skill, then the second skill stops them from moving. Third skill, second skill does more damage. Fourth skill, second skill does a big AoE. Utilizing Holy Light Energy to enhance teammates' damage output or to protect them. Maintaining the supply of Holy Light Energy is crucial. Qualified Paladin. This would probably be an energy system, very similar to what we have with Chi from the ninjas, or the dragon energy from the lancers. Then down here, other languages. All right. Let's talk about Dancer first. So the next two are going to be ones that were highly voted on the last two ones. Dancer, which as you see, it's based off of Final Fantasy XIV Dancer and Xenoblade Chronicles Zephyr. Melee, Spec 1, Dodge and Combo, Spec 2, Buffs. Highest CP, bam. During dancing, releases powerful skills by consuming energy or boosting teammates. Consuming energy. Possesses a potent combo mechanism. Continuously regenerates and consumes energy. Very similar to what we have with Dragon Fighter. Is very similar to what this sounds like. Using tactical skill release. The dancer unleashes relenting barrage of dance attacks. Growing stronger over time. A skilled Swift Wind has tireless damage output in combat, showing formidable sustained combat capabilities. Spec 2 possesses powerful team support abilities with proficient energy. Provides buffs, protection for teammates. While providing these effects, the dancer also possesses strong defensive capabilities themselves. Artist offers the team significant damage or survival boost to overcome most situations. Very big support type. And then the last is the weirdest one we're going to have, which is the Summoner. Summoner, ranged mage, first spec summoning and all around, second spec burst and AoE. Without specifically reading it, I can tell you because I've read it so many times. The first one is about summoning your monsters and them doing attacks and effects over time. but they can be killed. And the second one is summoning your monsters and such to do a quick one skill effect. Think about something like a dragon being summoned and shooting fire and then disappearing. That's the kind of thing that this Spec 2 would be. Spec 1, you would summon like a golem, which will take hits, hit the ground, stun people, things like this. And the dragon would be like fireball and then disappear. Alright, close that. Alright. What do you guys think? Leave a thumbs up on the house. Let me check the Discord, see if I've missed anything. Nope. Alright, open back up. Yeah, Daimon? What would you vote on? So those are the 4 that we would vote on. We don't know which one would be first or whatnot, but let me change my spec to Earth. But it would be towards the end of the year. Yeah, that one. Guild boss, go. So the first one released, which was Lancer. It released in December a year ago. So not last month, but a year ago. And then Ninja released in October this year. Yeah, I believe it was like the middle of October. So quarter 4. It's possible it could, the one this year could release earlier, like the summer or something, because they're just getting quicker at it. Or last year was just a coincidence and they released it early. But I would suggest assuming that it would be quarter 4 next year. Wait, why are those the same? Oh man, fuck. One, 2, make that my holy. There we go. Alright. Gonna be a little boring for a couple minutes while we do this, and then we have Top League coming up. Show you guys how I normally do Guild Boss. Do 4, 3, 2, 1. Get the buff in. Give it the fire weakness. Swap. Use my fire. Use the abilities. Swap. Use everything. Swap. Use these. And now, swapping to my damage class to use some abilities. Waiting for the earth weakness. 1. Swap. Drop everything. Swap. Use those. And swap. Ideally, if you do it quick enough, I'm not really paying as much attention as I should be because I'm watching the chat and such. But if you do it quick enough, you can do 4 teams at the same time, which I generally do if I'm like laying in bed or whatnot and doing it. But I find just doing 3 is fine for the most part. Okay, get my swap. And for how I currently have the lineup, I always want to swap into Ixoria and Winter Cherry first, because I can get the attack buff as well as the fire weakness, so I can swap over to the other team and then do the bonus damage. Okay, drop stuff. Okay. Swap. Swap back. Use that. Swap here. Two, one. The reason why I do the swap to Earth 1 second early is because the two that I'm dropping take longer to cast their skills. So I want it to hit as it gets the Earth weakness to maximize the damage output. And after I do my fire rotation, I let it stay on fire for a little bit, because it has a fire weakness, so I get that bonus damage going. Okay, that's done. I guess a lot of you are also doing your daily stuff and whatnot. Get that swap going. And if you look, because of the good rotations, Roll Sella, who's number 2, has the pretty much the same stats I do, but I have like 50% more damage. Okay. All right. Do I need to build wills for my other teams? Ideally you would. But this server is way too new. I don't have any wills on my stuff. But ideally, they would all have mantra and sprout a flower. That increases the damage. Oh, I messed up. I gotta wait for the swap. Yeah, it works without them. You would just have much higher numbers, obviously. Okay. Okay, it was a little close, but I got it all in. Okay. One. Swap. Almost got my rotation back after that big mess up earlier. Alright. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, good stuff. %50 more. Okay. I'm going to message. I'm going to gray out my game screen for a second, say something to my group. Didn't. Alright, there we go. Everything's back. Oh, that's the window one, not the game one. There we go. Let's see. Already have. Nothing else I care about. Okay. Do. That. Swap formation. Fire. And that's how I want my formation for Top League. Alright, there we go. Alright, what did I miss over here on Discord? Alright, so we got Top League in 8 minutes. It should be pretty tough. There's like 3 of us that are all really, really strong. And 2 of them are on the same team. So I am with one person that's kind of strong and one that's pretty low. And one of the Top League teams has 3 super strong people. So that's going to be fun. Yeah, that's us. Me at 1.9, a 1.3, and a 1.4. Sella, 1.88, 1.7, and 1.2. We matched up against them once yesterday and won, so that was good. Wednesday and won, so that's good. Alright, so that's all done. Forge. Do these. Alright. So Elemental Realm and Fishing is all I gotta do for the day. I will change my graphics. Bam. Top League, go there. Even though it starts at 8, you want to be in here before 8 because that's when the matches start. Do my totems. 15. I'm doing them even. You could, if you only want to do like a tenacity block one or whatnot, you can do it that way. I like to keep them even. Okay. Put those in for now. 12, 12, 12, that's a 4. Get this up to 12. Get this up to 12. Alright, and I don't think this one is equipped anywhere. Let me check. Nope, it's not on anything. 116 is the first. Yeah, 116 to have it. And I am 113, so I don't have to worry about it for a while. Do my companionship. I do have the pineapple pie. I make sure to keep one of everything. Start the match. Don't worry. Let me check with them. Oh, I think I'm down a person. Please join Top League. Please join Top League. Okay. Let's see if they show up. Let me see. Level them. Boom, 320. Bring this up. Trying to keep them all about even for the stats. You can min-max a little bit better if you're looking for particular stats. But right now it's a little early, so I'm still just trying to keep my options open. Companionship, get that. Also got a new letter. There we go. Okay. This is the only thing that's kind of keeping me away, is I gotta make sure I claim this one and then the 30-minute one. This will still count down even if you're not logged in, so that's nice. Get Top League done, get my Elemental Realm done, and then turn it on to fishing, and then I'm done for the day. Oh, I also have Thunder War. Okay. Nope, not enough. Change classes. Let me see. Is XU or whatever it is. I don't think they logged on today, so we're probably down. Might be down a person. Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs. This is the server's first top league. So I think a lot of people thought it was just Wednesday or something. And not everyone is showing up. Two, one. Okay, let's see. That's 8. So in 1 hour. Oh, and of course, the strongest team when we're down a person. Got it. Okay. Oh, you're the only one? What the fuck? Got the knock up. It's just annoying because they're not doing enough damage to really matter. They're just trying to stay away from me. Knock up. They're not doing anything, they're just being annoying. Got him. Oh, my backpack is full. Ideally, Dragon Fighter is not the best in PvP, but I like it, so I use it. It's my favorite class. Open those. Make some space. There we go. Alright, let's see. Ranking Zoo, still not here. Unfortunate. 20 people, what's going on, people? I know it might be a little bit boring because we gotta wait for the matches and stuff, but Top League is Top League, right? Alright. Do 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 do. Tomorrow. Okay. Alright, 10 seconds. Gideon, like I said, it's our first Top League. So a lot of people don't realize it's happening. Five, 4. Okay, use one dodge to set it up. Using your basics is very important. And my third skill ignores defense and block if they're, well, percentage of their defense and block if they're under a certain amount of HP. Well, let me fix that. There we go. And C is all out war. Well, I think because Southeast Asia is the oldest of all of them, of all the regions, more and more of their players are server hoppers, where they hop from server to server until they find one that works for them. Then everyone who, even if they're new, knows, hey, top league Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. Okay, that's 2 down, 6 to go. Oh, they're doing a Green Hill zone. I think that's a Sonic song. Sonic area. Okay, let's see. A minute and 20, damn. Okay, let's see what's happening on the Discord. The stream is live. Didn't miss anything, that's good. I like the, as a reminder, if you're on my Discord, we are doing, it's still 3 weeks away, but this is for Valentine's Day, which is February 14th. You put your submissions. You can have your mount, wings, significant other, whatever, and show them off. The most thumbs up wins on February 14th, and they'll be getting a title on the Discord, as well as I'm giving away cards. Not discount cards, what is it called? Play Store cards. Am I doing crit with Lancer? Really, we're still too early to really have a build going, but I am kind of building everything right now. I am kind of leaning towards crit because of just what everything has rolled so far. But I haven't really decided where I'm going yet with this this character. Dead. On to the next one. Boom, boom. Combo dead. Looks like they have a third person, but they're AFK. Done. All right. Damage done. All right, let's Let's see, Fantasy Beast, turn that in. 30 minutes. Let's check out my totems. 6, 2. Okay, that's a little much. There we go, perfect. Okay, so that's good like that. One, two. There we go. 8. Have that working on 8. That's at 7. This is going to work towards 7. Alright. Gideon, what SEA are you on? Southeast Asia? You guys already have a bunch of the changes and stuff that we're waiting for. Get rid of that. Alright, 30 seconds. Alright. So, do you guys want to see Thunder Roar as well? Or should, after Top League be done? We might be done after Top League. Alright. Alright, let's do it. 570, that's a newer one, isn't it? Almost at 600, damn. I was waiting for you to use it, but I don't think they know that it doesn't stack. Slow, get that on. What do you mean by competitive? Like there's a lot of spenders, or people are just playing really hard? At the beginning of the match, comma, it's not good for us both to use Star Blessing. They do not stack. Alright, there we go. I don't like texting. My fingers are so big. It's tough. So I do talk to text for everything. Let's see. New comment on a video. What'd they say? Stream is live. Yep. Check the Discord. Alright, that's all good. Come back to the stream. And top 20 or so hardworking. Cashmonics, what do you mean, what does Glad Priest give? I don't understand the question. Well, let's join the singing and dancing. Master of Puppets, damn. Nice. Three v1, level 6 fishing, that's good. Something you always want as soon as possible. Four, three, two. All right. They're not fighting. Oh, they were just late to start. Silenced for forever because of, what is it called? Ninja. Boom, boom. They're trying to mess with my targeting. Not going to happen. Boom, and then we go for the combo. Good stuff. Glad Priest gives tankiness. Gives tank, but what else in terms of advanced attributes? So if that's what you want to look at, Cashmonics, you can actually check it yourself. So if you come over skills, class advancements, you're probably asking because you click up here and it says, oh, you can't look at them, right? But if you click and hold, it'll pop up what they are. So on both T4s, they have a large amount of HP steal rate. HP steal rate attack, HP steal rate HP, HP block, attack and break, block and attack, break and defense. So pretty well rounded. But the huge amount of HP steal rate for each level is pretty big. So what was that? 13, 8, 5, so 3 more. And another one is the bow one. Theirs is pretty interesting because it comes with a lot of tenacity. Pierce is a good one. Protection rate. Crit immunity, which is better than tenacity because tenacity is part of the equation for crit immunity. And when you level up, your tenacity goes down, but your crit immunity does not, unless you only have it because of your tenacity. And there's tenacity right there. Tenacity and crit immunity at the same thing, and protection rate. A lot of defensive stats in Ranger as well. The Wind Chaser side. Okay. All right, let's do it. I guess they don't want to fight. Boom. Wait, was that Zoo? Zoo's here? Our third person showed up, I think. Nope. Here's an important tip for everyone listening. You're running and you're teleporting, like if you use a dodge to run forward, you have to be careful. So like, you see me walking forward, boom. But if you do it at a wrong time, oh, sorry. So it's kind of hard to see when you're not in combat. But if you're looking at my steps, you saw how that kind of went a little bit further. What you're trying to time is, if you look at my feet, you're trying to time your right foot. That's a perfect dash. Good dash. But that was a bad dash. You see how it took so long for that wind up in the beginning and then goes forward, and then you can actually put them side by side, and the one with the correct dash goes further. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to make it kind of natural, your left foot going forward and your right foot coming back, and then you dash forward. It's kind of hard to explain without like still framing it, but boom, boom. After a while, it starts just becoming natural. And this only becomes a big issue is if you do the mess up a lot, which can happen. Generally, people who've been playing for a long time just kind of do it on impulse. But if you're trying to dodge an ability or something and you do it kind of wrong, you can end up not dodging as far. Just like if you do it, if you're standing still and dodge, it's not as far as if you were doing a running dodge. So, like, there, further. Not by a whole lot, but it can matter. A Yang, best fairy for PvE, fairy for Gladiator. Ignoring holies, water is really good for PvP, and fire is very good for PvE. I also have cheat sheets that show you builds and such for them that you can try out. Alright. Alright, now I got the stun going. Dodge the spear drop. I'm trying to line them both up. Oh yeah, this is good. They're both together. There we go. Dead. On to the last person. I kind of try to do a groove of my combat. Do-doom, do-doom, boom. Dodge the skill. Dead. What is best class for all? Doesn't exist. If it did exist, then there would be nerfs or buffs to make it not exist. I don't think there should ever be a best class for everything in any game. Because if you do that, then why play any of the other classes, right? And that kind of kills the game if there's only one class that people are playing. Kushmonix, that's what I was trying to explain earlier. I don't know if you were here during when I was talking about my pants thing. So like, let me see if I still got it. Extract pants here. You'll see I can pick this one with HP plus over my protection rate, which would be more CP, 340 CP, but it's a worse stat than protection rate for most things. In general, CP kind of gives you a relative answer. Like if they're 2 million CP more than you, then it's going to be a tough fight. But at later tiers, like when you're at 8 million, like 6 to 8 million or so, then they kind of matter a little bit less. It's harder to get CP after you get to that point, and people at that point are just trying to build stats at that point. So it's like a 6 million CP player can beat a 8 million CP player. Doesn't happen every match. It's not super common, but it's not impossible. Even on the older servers like NA North America 1, there is a 9.2 million player that routinely beats up 10.5 million players. So I mean, but he's never going to beat a 12 or 13 million player. So there does become a point that you can't win. But for the most part, if you're even near at all, then you should be able to fight them. Boom, dead. Oh, they did a good dodge there. Okay, now we're down to 1. Gladiator Windchaser. I don't like that combination, but if they enjoy it, sure. Dead. Alright. Yes, Yang. It is generally different on the class. Let me see. GG's. And I do have a tier list for PvP and PvE for the fairies and for the classes. You can check that out on the channel or on the Discord, as well as I also do fairy combos, like telling you what two fairies work the best together. After they do one or two more new fairies, I'm going to update that because there's been two new fairies since then. About a month ago. Nice. So you got all the nice Christmas stuff, so that's good. Alright, so we got to do this and Elemental Realm. Today is Wind. So a nice trick for Elemental Realm is you come in with one team that is just your highest stars. So that would be this team. It's all my highest star wins. And then ideally, if you have two that you like to use, you make another team. And this is the only team you only use when you start the match and never again. But it's my only wind, so I'm going to be using them during it as well. Thanks, One Arm Leaf, and I do know the, I'm not sure if you would call it an anime, but the One Arm Leaf being the main character for the RPG thing, and I've read it and watched the version of it on Netflix. It's really good. Even though this is wind, you do want to be using other fairies. Boom, boom, boom. Yep, King's Avatar. That's one that I really enjoyed. There's another manhwa of Battle Through the Heavens that I really enjoyed. They did a Chinese adaptation of it, which was pretty good. But one thing the anime versions of the Chinese shows, the thing that they have a really hard time with, and you'll see that with King's Avatar as well, is they have a hard time animating people moving. So like everything else, when they're in the game, when they're talking, everything's good. But when they go to show someone moving around in real life, it's terrible. Get my position. Yeah, I watch a lot of anime and I read a lot of manhwa. The big one right now this season is Solo Leveling Season 2. I haven't read the new Solo Leveling manhwa because at a point the story has to end, right? Dragon Fighter is one of my favorites, especially if you're doing One Autumn Leaf, right? He does the lance. Dragon Fighter, how it just does its auto battle stuff, is my favorite in the game. It's not the best per se and everything, but with enough skill you can make it work in most things. So gotta do Fantasy Beast, Forest, and Fishing. Floor 3. Oh, there's a capybara up. Nice. Do. Once I finish these 6 monsters, I'm going to end the stream, guys. Just don't want to drop it on you without saying a word. Once I'm done doing my 6 monsters, I'm going to be ending the stream. If you have any important last questions or whatnot, go ahead. Tomorrow, I don't generally always do videos on the weekends, but I missed videos for Thursday and Friday. So I plan to have a video tomorrow and maybe one on Sunday as well. I'm not sure yet. As well as I plan to do a reaction video to a friend of the channel, Justin's Den, who does okay, they're not doing it. Why would you guys attack me? What the fuck? Alright, do this. Unta, shouldn't you be in bed? I know you have like a totally different, I think you're in a totally different region or something, right? Okay. Do this. Friend of the channel, Justin's Den, who does a lot of Dragon Ball Z stuff. I'm going to be reacting to their arc videos for Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. They're roughly like an hour long, and I know a lot of stuff that's like in the manga of it that's not in the show, so I'm going to be talking about stuff like that. And so there'll be like hour and a half long videos about the different arcs of the Dragon Ball Z universe. Yeah, I've What On Leaf, I've done videos on that as well. You set it up to 6. You can only have 6 stacks of seals, and you set it up to 6 damage increase. 3 damage increase, and you could also do like 3 crit, and then swap your weapons, and then go off. Highs, top league point system. Only few players literally play Legion War. So, I'm waiting for the changes to hit in-game and global, because it's not always the same as for Southeast Asia. So once it comes out for global, which is going to be early next week, I'm going to be doing a lot of sit-down check to see what the differences are between SCA, Southeast Asia, and global, and then make a guide that incorporates both global and SCA, Southeast Asia, so I can answer all of those questions. Alright, everything's done besides fishing, which I'll get done on my own time. But that's it for the stream, guys. Thanks, Gideon. That's it for the stream, guys. I'm going to be ending it here. Thank you so much for stopping by. Once the stream ends, you'll be able to leave questions and stuff in the description. I always check and answer anything to any of my videos or streams. For at least the next 24 hours, I'll respond to everything. Thank you all very much.